Just because it's dark and you don't see any officers in plain view doesn't mean someone isn't watching you, and that tape could end up straight into the hands of police. One of the most common ways people make themselves a victim of burglary comes straight from their phone. While posting videos and pictures of yourself on vacation may seem harmless, it could let the wrong person know your house is an easy target. Right now, the people who live on the other side of this bridge are having to park their cars in this small lot here. They're just hoping their cars don't get broken into overnight. They have to walk across this bridge, which they tell me can get very slick and dangerous when it rains, so they can get back to their houses here on the other side. A AAA fuel report says the average price of an unleaded gallon of gas here in West Virginia is about $2.28. Some places in Huntington even coming in lower than that. Near the Dunbar exit on I-64 going westbound. I'm going to step behind the camera and give you a look at what's going on here. This is just absolutely incredible. The sight of this truck completely smashed in. Firefighters had to use the jaws of life to get him out. We only got about 2 inches of snow, but I'm telling you, Kanawha County kids know how to have fun, and they are doing it right here at Cato Park. I have some girls waiting at the top of the hill. I'm about to count them down. Okay, ready, girls? 1, 2, 3, go! Here they come. They've been making their tracks. Here they go. Who's going to come the farthest? You can see a clear line of where the water was by this tree. You can see that mud up to the middle of that tree trunk and along the bushes here in the back. They probably have a good 4 feet of mud right in their yard, and much of that was inside people's homes. And when we got here, we had no idea that this day would turn into such a horrible tragedy. 7 people were found in the 3 homes that we told you about earlier. Hey, everyone has car mats, right? Just go ahead and stick these car mats right in between your tire, and that can give you a little bit extra traction when you're trying to get around on these slippery roads. Good evening, I'm Jessi Starkey. This is Eyewitness News. A man wanted out of Ohio for carjacking is in the hospital tonight after leading police on a chase. An officer was also hurt. Eyewitness News reporter Brooke Thibodeau joins us now. While the vice president visited with those small business owners, supporters here in Charleston rallied in support of the Trump administration, and Pence also made a stop there after his event in Putnam County. Eyewitness News reporter Kaylee Gunderson was at that rally today. And Kaylee, what was it like for those marchers when Pence showed up? I heard they really got a surprise with that one. A pair of suspects who were arrested Saturday morning in connection to the disappearance of a Florida woman are now facing homicide charges. Officers tell us Roy Nichols and Kayla Collier confessed to killing Trisha Freeman. The Palmetto Police Department tells us Collier is the daughter of Trisha Freeman, who went missing on Monday. Welcome back. Well, Brandon is here to tell us whether we'll have to wear a winter parka or shorts this week.
How about we just throw those options in a bowl and kind of shake it around and just
start
randomly.
A new trend, wear them both. It's fine. 2 toddlers have died after a car wreck on I-64 last night. Their mother remains in critical condition. Eyewitness News reporter Kaylee Gunderson just spoke with the police officers who responded. Kaylee, what's the latest? Meteorologist Brandon Stover here. I think these trees are confused. We're a little confused.
I will totally agree with that. I'm going to call this fall spring version 2, Jessi, because
New at 10, legendary musician Chuck Berry has died. He passed away in Missouri at the age of 90 today. Many call him the father of rock and roll. Berry mixed jazz, blues, and even country to come up with a combination that was one of a kind. That's right, Dave. For those families who lost everything in the historic flooding, the holidays are far from their minds. Many of them still living in tents and under tarps, just trying to get by. I ventured into shop class with some local students who are hammering out a project to make sure those families have a place to call home this holiday. It may not seem like it right now.
The kitchen's about 9 feet.
But in a few weeks,
all right, put screws in the bottom, guys. That's it.
local carpentry teacher Kevin Childers
Left side needs to come in.
and his students
Too far. The top needs to go now.
will finish this brand new tiny house that, believe it or not,
Our tiny house will sleep 6 people.
it's taken plenty of teamwork at Putnam Career and Technical College.
All right there. Alex, it's good.
They've only been working on this project for 7 days.
Oh, that's it. That's it. You're back.
But for this dedicated teacher,
They'll remember this for the rest of their life.
it's not about what it's going to be in the end. It's about where this project is going.
It makes the whole project come together when you really know that there truly are people, still living behind tarps and tents and awnings and different things to take shelter.
The fully equipped home will be given to a family who lost everything in June's historic flooding. With the holiday coming up soon, they're powering through to get it delivered before Christmas.
If I was living in a tent, I would expect somebody to do something for me, so I feel good paying back to the community, doing what they need us to do.
Most of these carpentry students
Okay, do the same thing over here and you'll have it.
are still learning, and their teacher tells me what's driving them.
We'll be here some probably of evenings and late nights and weekends, and the kids have already volunteered to come and help of an evening too.
They're not just building a house,
Right there, that's 4 foot.
but someone's home for the holidays.
Bosco!
It's a quick decision
Ma'am, are you going to stand still for me?
that Huntington Police Officer Richard Kern
Good boy, good boy.
can never be fully prepared for.
Good boy. Daily encountered with individuals who are becoming increasingly more and more violent towards law enforcement.
When to bring his canine partner Bosco
Sir, stop! Deuce! Bosco! Good boy.
in for backup.
He gets very excited to go to work.
Luckily, he has a device that makes the decision a little easier.
You have an officer get into a fight with an individual he's out by himself, waiting for another officer to get there, but they're already fighting.
It's called a popper, and he demonstrates as soon as he's assaulted, the quick press of a button on his hip
Bosco!
pops his car door open, and Bosco is there to assist. But Huntington police officers only have 2 door poppers and 9 canines. 8-year-old St. Joe Elementary student Marley Smith Maxey is setting out to change that.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Her mom told her about a door popper that saved a Mississippi officer from an ambush attack.
The only thing he could get to was a popper, and the popper, it opened up the door for the dog to get out, and the dog got out and attacked the men.
The family started a GoFundMe and Facebook page to raise awareness and donations.
Hopefully they feel the support that we all feel about them. We're very grateful for the people that protect us, and hopefully we're able to give back to them the way they give to us.
A push for something they think every officer should have.
Good boy, Bosco.
In Huntington, Jessi Starkey, Eyewitness News. Jessica, volunteers we met today in Clendenin were from all over West Virginia, and they weren't with a certain group or organization. They didn't even know each other before this morning, but they came together and spread the word all through Facebook videos.
Don't break it.
A rare collection.
It's a beautiful piece. Yeah. Kind of dirty right now, but it's a beautiful piece when it's not dirty.
A lifetime of handmade work.
I had an eye for pretty things when I could afford them.
Linda Anselment remembers each piece in her glass collection.
This is actually a decanter.
Crystal clear.
I've been to a lot. I've done a lot. I bought a lot. Set up at flea markets in New York. I sold a lot.
Even when her most delicate possessions are covered in mud.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to rebuild. I don't know. The damage is so extensive that it would probably be a lot cheaper to bulldoze it down and forget about it.
All the way from Clarksburg, Lions Club member Wayne Worth heard Linda needed help.
50 years of stuff gone,
He spread the word through social media videos, and today, the extra manpower came knocking.
I'm only 37 years old. I couldn't imagine 50 years of memories just having to throw them away on the side of the road. Complete strangers showing up to lend a hand.
That's all garbage.
Linda Anselment wouldn't call them strangers at all.
That sounds more like a friend that you hadn't met yet.
The attitude of a woman who sees the glass.
It's a beautiful set here.
Half full.
We still have life to live. Don't give up just because disaster has happened.
Linda says she isn't sure if she's going to rebuild or move to another spot right now. She's just thrilled she had someone to help her save what she could as she tries to move on. Jessi Starkey, Eyewitness News.